What's up, everybody? This is DJ BabyBoy coming to you guys again, and welcome to the first battle rap review of 2015. First of all, I know it's been a very, very, very long while since I even did one of these. Since I actually did one of these videos. There you go. Take off my glasses so you can see the glare. It's been a while since I did one of these videos, and I just wanted to do these videos finally because I know there's been some people asking when I'm gonna do more videos, when I'm gonna get back to these review shit. So I finally get to do it. But before we get started, please follow me on Twitter. Twitter, DJ BabyBoy, or YoungJax50. That's YUNGJAX50. All right. Also email me at YoungJax6. Okay. So I always do things with numbers. I don't know why. YoungJax6 at gmail.com. That's YUNGJAX with the number 6. Okay. At gmail.com. Also, I have a podcast show. You guys seen it's called Real Talk. I'm in my second season. You guys can look up my first season too. It's called Real Talk with DJ BabyBoy, and also look for Real Talk season 2, also with me, DJ BabyBoy. Like I said, I'm in my second season now on Spreaker. You guys can go online and listen to it online, or you guys can download the app. You guys can download it from Google Play or the Apple Store, depending on what device you're using. If you're using a tablet, same deal. Depends on which device you're using. It doesn't matter which one. Um, so there you go. So first of all, today's battle I'm going to review is the battle between um, Arsonal and Mistah F.A.B, or F.A.B, or whatever y'all want to call them. I don't really care what y'all call them. First of all, for some of you guys that know how I usually review battles, I review battles twice. What I do is I watch the battles the first time as a fan of battle rap, so I watch it from a fan's point of view. But then the second time when I watch it to review. What I do when I review my battles, or the battles I review, I look for one, consistency. I make sure that both rappers are consistent with what they're talking about, or pretty much consistent in their rounds. The second thing I look for is crowd participation. If the battle rapper has pretty much the crowd in the palm of his hands. And last but not least, pretty much what I'm looking for is originality. Those are the main three things I'm looking for. Now, what I mean by originality is if each battle rapper came with new and original material that wasn't already used in previous battles. Now, it's like with comedians, like every special, it's like let's use Kevin Hart. Like every time you see Kevin Hart on stage, he don't say the same old jokes. He says a lot of new and newer and better things. So that's what I look for in battle rap when I do my review videos. I look for consistency, I look for crowd participation, and I also look for originality. Um, so if you want to say is an acronym, the acronym would be COP: consistency, originality, and participation. So it will be COP. There you go. I just made up something high. Okay. Also, how I do these battle reviews for people that already know, I also um, I also talk about each rapper individually, and I tell them how I feel. I'll tell you guys how I feel about each rapper, and then after I give you guys an idea of how I feel, that's when we go in right into the review. Okay, so there you go. Now you guys know. Also, before I let you guys know, every review that I've done is only based on personal preference. All right, I'm not doing these videos for like to try to be like, oh well, if this person say they won, what? No. Excuse me. Here we go. First and foremost, Mr. Fab. This battle was the first time I've actually seen him. I've never seen him battle before. Um, I know he was. I know he is part of the whole King of the Dot movement. Big shout out to King of the Dot. I've heard his name, but once again, I never knew who he was until now. How I feel about him, he definitely has a nice flow. He kind of remind me of Loaded Lux a little bit when he spit. I mean, he kind of got that like, like let me preach to you type flow to him. So I could say that I like his flow a lot. I mean, it definitely has like a subtle mood when he flows, which is good. So, I mean, he's not like a lot of these battle rappers who are just all over the place. They're just like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be all up in your face, and nah, he's not like that. But he's pretty laid back. But when he has to, he'll be in your face. But that's all I really gotta say about him. I mean, because again, I don't know much about him, so again, forgive me. Next up is Arsonal. Here's the thing about Arsonal. See, Arsonal has his days. He has his good battles, and he has his bad battles. Um, wow. Um, the first time I've seen Arsonal was when he faced Tech Nine in the Lions Den. And then from the Lions Den, he's been pretty much with Smack. He did a few battles in Don't Flop. I know he actually did two battles in Don't Flop. No, not two. I know he did more than two. But what I'm saying is, from what I've seen from Arsonal. Then he did the infamous battle between him and Hitman Holla, which was actually one of my favorite battles even to this day. Um, ooh, excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. I actually got to stop doing. Matter of fact, I do apologize for that. I know I've been getting a lot of people telling me about that. I know I've had a couple people like, "Oh, you gotta stop yawning. It makes it look bad." So again, I apologize. What else? As of late, to my personal opinion, Arsenal has been kind of on a, like I said, it's been kind of like on a teeter totter type situation with Arsenal. I mean, he wins a couple battles, he loses a couple battles. There's a couple battles where he loses like just just off like this, just loses them. Like a battle, for example, you got him versus Calico. The verbatim lost. Like there's no like this. There is no way to go about it. Like he lost that battle. There's some people that say otherwise. They say, well, Arsenal he does win battles. It depends on the crowd, which we're gonna get to that later. But at the end of the day, um, how I feel about Arsenal, his style. Okay, Arsenal's style is a little bit overdone. I think it's a little bit overkill. He's very aggressive. He's very in your face. He plays this disrespectful angle. Like every battle, it's always like he's saying something like disrespect. I mean, and again, I'm not complaining. It's battle rap. I'm just talking about the angles that he uses. He oh boy. Okay, my bad about that, guys. Again, he liked to use family members. Definitely, he uses a lot of family members in a lot of angles, in a lot of battles. Talks about people's aunts or sisters and all that bullshit. Like that's just Arsenal. Um, like I said, his angle is disrespect. Like he likes that. That's his angle. So, do I like Arsenal? Sure. Is he my favorite battle rapper? No. Is FAB my favorite battle rapper? No. But I respect them both only because it's a battle rap thing. It's the culture. I'm the fan of the culture. Okay. Now that we got that out the way, now now it's time to actually. It is now time to review the battle as a whole. All right. First of all, this battle was it was actually part of Battle of the Bay 7 for King and the Dot, and it was actually the main event. It was hosted by Sway. Um, I could say that Sway did a good job. This is probably the second time personally that I've seen Sway host any battle events. The first time I seen Sway hosted was the Total Slaughter event, and now you got this one. He hosted that event. So big shout out to Sway because he came a long way from MTV. He kind of broke out of that barrier and started to go into the battle rap barrier, so which is pretty good. So big shout out to Sway. Definitely big shout out to Lush One. Big shout out to Bishop, Organic, all of the King of the Dot guys in the King of the Dot movement, even the King of the Dot fans. Um, so big shout out to y'all. One thing I want to discuss that's actually part of this review is the battle rap crowd, the fans of the battle rap culture had for a while now have been a very significant part of each battle rap matchup. Like I said before, the crowd participation definitely plays a big role in a lot of matches because if you lose the crowd, then you definitely in a way you kind of lose the battle. If you got the crowd but they're not really catching on to anything you're saying, then the battle is pretty much debatable. But if you totally got the crowd 100% in your corner, like I said, it could be a debate or it could be you either won or you lost once again. Here's the deal. Round one, um, I felt Arsenal's once again angle of disrespect, once again, to my opinion, was very played out already. It's already done. It's already overkill. It's already done like so many times. So personally, um, I think his first round was good as far as consistency is concerned, but at the end of the day, again, like the angle is just too played out. Like him being the bad guy, it's too played out. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he did take the mom and dad angle a little bit. I don't want to say he took it too far, but what I mean by he took it too far is I felt he kind of overdid it. He overused it a little bit. There's a lot of people that's gonna watch this that's gonna agree. He did use his Mr. Fab's parents a little bit too overboard. And it's kind of like, okay, we did it the first time that you did it. Now you're kind of going along with it. Now you're kind of losing us. Mr. Fab's first round definitely hit hard. I definitely felt some of the things he were talking about definitely connected not only to the crowd but also to the people on stage. So I give round one to Mr. Fab. Round two, unfortunately, I have to give it to Mr. Fab again, only because in the second round um, you kind of saw Arsenal fold under pressure. You kind of see him just not really just hitting his bars the way he usually do. Because when you see Arsenal rap, it's always in your face consistency. But he kept stopping. He kept allowing the crowd to get to him. So I have to give it to. Matter of fact, I'll tell y'all what. I'm gonna leave it alone like this. I'm gonna give Mr. Fab a straight 3-0 win. Body bag. I'm sorry. Um, I give both rappers props on their consistency and originality. But as far as crowd participation goes, I have to give it to Fab only because I think from the beginning of the battle he had the crowd in the palm of his hand, which is obviously once again a huge advantage. Like if you have the crowd in your hands through the entire 3 rounds of your battle, Some people say, oh, that's an easy body bag. Some people say, oh, that's just crowd. At the end of the day, it depends on bars. To me personally, I look at, like I said, consistency in the bars, the originality of the bars, and crowd participation. And to me personally, Mr. Fab had all that in a bag of chips. He had the consistency. He had the originality, as far as I know, because once again, this is the first time I really seen this dude really spit. And then you had him with the crowd participation. But I want to get back to the crowd because I also want to be sympathetic to Arsonal because I felt that they were very disrespectful to Arsonal only because as a battle rap fan, you want to be able to witness history, and not only witness history, but you also want to allow these artists to go on stage and do what they do best. Because at the end of the day, it is their job to go on stage and perform. That's their job. As fans in the crowd or watching at home, we could sit back and be like, "Oh, you're whack," or um, or oh, you're whack, you're garbage, or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, we still have to respect these guys because they had mastered, because these guys had mastered the craft. No matter what battle rapper is, whether it's Arsonal, T Rex, Hitman, K Shine, Disaster, Serious Jones, Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, uh, just I could go on. All of these guys have mastered their craft, and at the end of the day, us the fans, we have to be more appreciative of that. And yes, I understand it's our right to cheer and boo for our favorite rappers. That's fine, but at the same time, don't disrespect them. If they're on stage, let them rap. Let them get their shit off. Just because they're not your favorite rapper, don't mean you have to disrespect them. Don't do that. That's my only problem. That's my only issue I have with the battle rap fans and the battle rap crowd. I see it every event. Well, obviously I don't go to them, but I see them in every event here on YouTube. Every time, like they're talking while they're rapping, they're booing while they're rapping, they're screaming out time, time, mid verse. It's like stop doing that because these rappers take time to not only write but they take the time to memorize these bars and perform them for you guys who paid their hard-earned money to see them, and for people like us who wait patiently on social media to watch these battles. So that's the only thing I have to say that kind of killed the battle between Arsonal and Mr. Fab. But if I have to pick a decisive winner, it has to be Mr. Fab. 3-0. Nothing against Arsonal. He has some bars. It did hit. But I think it's because of the fact that the crowd was kind of not really on his side. It is what it is. Alright guys, this is your boy DJ Baby Boy. I want to thank you guys for watching. I will do a lot more videos again really, 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 really soon. And I hope you guys can not only subscribe to my page, but please comment to these videos, man, because I work hard. Listen, I work hard in these videos. I understand what I do may be a little bit boring to y'all. Okay, fine. I'm gonna make a shoot. I'm sorry I'm sitting in a room in front of a webcam talking about rap battles. I'm sorry I'm not a guy rapping about a puppet, about Kermit the Frog. I'm sorry I'm not him going off, even though he can't rap for shit, but y'all like that shit. I'm sorry I don't have an angry grandfather that goes around with a freaking crowbar or whatever the fuck it is, going around breaking game consoles. Okay? Also, I'm sorry that, I'm just not this social media superstar that you guys like. But I take what I do very seriously. And at the end of the day, I'm not out here to try to get a lot of fans as much as I would love them, but at the end of the day, it would be good to get the support. Because nowadays, there's a lot of these YouTubers out there that's doing a lot of stupid shit, but a lot of people are watching them. Like I said, you got a dude who's rapping about a puppet and rapping about a transvestite. And you also got a guy who sits in a garage holding a freaking axe and screaming off the top of his lungs like this for no reason. Like, come on, guys. Like, for real. For real. So, I do what I do because I love doing what I do and I love entertaining y'all. So, please show me the support. I hope to get as much subscribers as I can, and I hope to have you guys comment this video. Thank you guys for joining me. You guys be safe out there, and be blessed, be easy.